All right, class, I'm going to give this a shot. I'm going to see how far I can get. The Transport Security Administration mandates that passengers are not allowed to carry on liquid containers that exceed 3.4 ounces. Write an inequality to describe V, the volume of liquid containers that passengers are allowed to carry on to the plane in ounces. They can't exceed 3.4. That's the maximum. All right. And they said V. So I guess you could say this. V is going to be greater than 0 and less than or equal to 3.4. But since V, our volume is real, we don't really have to have this left side. So you can just write this. 3.4 ounces. Solve the inequality and graph its solution. Well, this is a simple inequality. Subtract 2 from both sides. C is greater than 2. Oh, wow. Open circle on 2, and it's greater than, so we point to the left. Okay. 13. The equation C equals 5/9 parentheses F minus 32 represents the relationship between degrees Celsius, C, and Fahrenheit, F. All right, so this is how you go between the two temperature scales. And for whatever reason, we use Fahrenheit. I'm used to Fahrenheit, but the majority of the world uses Celsius. And Celsius kind of makes more sense because it's based off of 0 for the freezing of water. Water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius, and water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. That kind of makes sense. Water in Fahrenheit freezes at negative 32 degrees and boils at 112? Is it no 212 degrees? So it's just weird. I think Celsius would be better, but we're all used to Fahrenheit, so we're not going to change. Okay, the weather forecast for tomorrow predicts temperatures below 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Use inequality to describe these temperatures in degrees Celsius. Well, all you got to do is change Fahrenheit into Celsius. So let's do that. 5/9. F is 41 minus 32. 41 minus 32 happens to be 9. So that's 9. Well, the 9s divide out, and degrees Celsius is 5. So when they say use inequality to describe the temperatures in degrees Celsius, the weather temperatures below 41 degrees Fahrenheit, it's below 5 degrees Celsius. So you could say 5 degrees Celsius is greater than T, or you could say T is less than 5 degrees Celsius. All right? Now, fill in the blanks. If 1 plus 7x is less than or equal to 36, then 7x, subtract 1 from both sides, is less than or equal to 35. It's just kind of, this is a way of writing out all your steps. And x then must be 5, less than or equal to 5. In this case, on 15, distribute, simplify. So that's 12 minus 8x is greater than or equal to negative 10. Subtract 12, you get negative 8x is greater than or equal to negative 32. Warning, variable negative. Remember what happens when we divide by negative 8, which is what we need to do. Negative 32 divided by negative 8 is 4. Then we have x, but remember, since the variable was negative, we have to flip that inequality symbol. And it's this. X is less than or equal to 4, and that's the solution. All right? Here's another one, just like the other one. I gave you a couple of these. So now, personally, what I would do, since 8 goes into 64 evenly, I would instantly divide by 8. So then we'll just be left on the left, negative 7x plus 3 less than Negative 64 divided by 8 is negative 8. Subtract 3. So we got, So we got, if you subtract 3, you get negative 11. So now we have negative 7x less than negative 11. Divide by negative 7. Remembering that since x is negative, we have to flip the inequality symbol, and x is greater than 11 over 7, which is a fraction, but you might come across that. I will let you know if you have fractions. As you heard, that was the bell. I'm going to sign off. I'll do 17, 18, 19, and 20 in the third video. So I hope everything's good, and you go with God.